Hello and welcome back to Banished with RedKetchup mod. And looks like here we need to get some houses started. So I'd like to get some up here. We have a little bit of bricks, they're working on it, and we have plenty of glass, so that should be okay. We should be able to do some brick houses. This one was stone. I really don't want to have to try to do a stone quarry or something. I mean, I suppose I could put it way out of the way so it's not ugly. It just, they get kind of ugly looking. But over here, we're going to have some of our mining stuff. Which, I mean, we could do stone. It's just, it takes a lot of people to do that. And it takes a lot less for someone to come over here, dig up a bunch of clay, and then have it be fired. So it just seems like clay's a little bit easier, the brick's easier to deal with than stone, although I like the look of stone in some cases. But so I definitely want to get some houses in, and our food is getting kind of close, so we do have a gatherer. I do want to stick a person here so they can start generating those things. We could put another gatherer in, which will help there. And for one person, they're doing pretty decent here. So it's got a new forester thing over here, and we can put in more hunters if we really need to. I kind of like 2 at each place at the moment, until we decide maybe other places to put them later on. The possibility is being over here, as RedKetchup has mentioned, that being on the shorelines, that's kind of the thing about animals and stuff. Trade items, we have cows, cabbage, kale, and pumpkins. We do not have corn seeds. Corn, is that one of the ones that can do the flour? Let's see if it's mentioned in any of these processing things. So there's bread. We need, okay, just flour from grain, and I think it's considered a grain, but I doubt we have anywhere near enough stuff here. So we're just gonna have like about nothing. We would need more lumber or something here. We got tons of flowers, which I'm going to get the perfumery going this time. Lumber. We could put in more lumber. Lumber's probably going to get needed in some of these buildings, though. Oh, we do have a drying shack. We're going to take care of that drying shack, too. That is the meat. It's the highest meat we have. We don't have really good meat. Let's change it to mushrooms for the moment. We do have a lot of mushrooms in comparison to meat, so keep track of that one. We'll have to see how that goes. But otherwise, don't have a lot to trade at the moment. Well, our food is doing pretty good. As much as I'd like to have corn, I think I'll just let him go on this account. But let's get into it and get some of these things built up. Definitely the perfumery. Gotta get perfume going, because that is going to let us get the good stuff on our trading posts and stuff. Let's get going. We have our first bit of nomads. Okay, let's see how many we got here. So we have 28 homes, 27 families. Okay, I guess this would work because they should fill in a house. It won't change our clothing and educated too much. Our clothing, yeah, the clothing's always kind of meh. Let's look through some houses real quick here and see if there's any mismatched ones. With just one person, they might not have. Okay, yay, we got someone in there. And that set up a family, so it really should be okay with houses, but there must be someone else that's just kind of mismatched around here, which kind of sucks. Have to go and find whoever it is. Of all the houses that we have around here, 2 stories are nice, but they make it a little bit more difficult. that's okay. Bottom, top. That's a bottom. I'll take out both of them, but that's... Okay, that's got the family in. And... that's a bottom? Don't know if they were the ones that were mismatched or not. Alright. Anyhow, let's just go ahead and stick another one of these houses down over here real quick. And then I'll make them happy enough. Alright, gonna leave a tiny bit of space in between them, but that'll help with someone out there. So we have all the quarries down, not populated because, well, we just finally got some people in. But we need to get a couple people in these apiaries so we can start making some honey. Because although it's great these taverns have been changed, you used to be able to do just berries that you collected from the gatherers, but you can't do that anymore. So might as well have it be honey when eventually we can do that. And got the start of a little housing square down over here. We finally have a little bit of perfume done, and that's going to put in at the traders. So that's good. We got some bison and they're growing up, and moved the cows into a big field so that we can finally get this creamery going. So the creamery is also kind of like just working on the edge because the water is coming in and it's going out at the same time. And at the moment, I don't have anyone else that I want to stick in there. So a little more homes to family. That's great. We should be able to be clothed. Don't know why they're not doing that sort of thing, but food is still a little bit tight. I can put another farmer in, or put a couple farmers in now. So we can take advantage of all those farms, and still the hunters are not completely full and the gatherers are not completely full. So, and slowly upping that so that we don't get into trouble with the fuel stuff. Our wood still seems to be going good. Added another person in there, hoping that would help some. And I think I'll go ahead and put another there. The hunters, I had taken one out because I previously needed that. But overall, going pretty good. Definitely like that I was able to get another pin in because, well, we're going to get that milk going and there's going to be a lot more of it. I'm sure there's probably not much in there. Yeah, they're getting used up and such, but once we get a little bit more built up, that creamery will be another good place. And right now the drying shack's on mushrooms, since until we get some of these cows built up, then that will end up being used there, and then we can make a mushroom one somewhere over here and make it a little bit easier there as well. Let's check out the traders. We have cherry seeds and we have chickens. I want both. Can we have both? We can have both. Don't need too much. What is 150? 900 on that. Could only do 2. We don't really have to get all that. Let's just bump it up to that and then add in 20 there. So we got chickens. Cherry seeds would be able to go into the tavern. So that's a bonus for that too. We have a lot of wood now. Yeah, let's throw in all the, or almost all the wood. And throw in more sand for that. Alright, so we have cherry seeds. I don't want to dump down this lumber here, just because we're going to be using a whole lot of it, and I'm going to continue to put up the perfumes because they'll catch up with that eventually. So that means I can move this in for the orchard person. We can get a farmer there. I don't have anyone building at the moment, so we can leave that as is. And actually we'll need one because we're going to need another pasture. And I think, yeah, just stick it over here. Should work. And we'll get that going for next time for the chickens. Thanks for watching. See you later.